Back on my old stomping grounds, when I first started in radio, it was at Franklin Simpson. Then got the call to come over to Warren East for a couple of years. Then back and happy to be in the blue and white with Franklin Simpson. But these Lady Raiders and Raiders, a very proud fan base and a rivalry that has budded, particularly on the girls' side, with the Lady Raiders under 7th-year head coach Jenny Neville, Franklin Simpson under 6th-year head coach Ashley Taylor, two of what have quickly become the budding stars in this 4th region, as Franklin Simpson has had the upper hand for the most part in this series over the years. Apologies if we've got some in and out that as it's cutting on the radio side. The connection not great here at Warren East. We're not able to get connected to their internet either, so we'll just kind of have to mess with that as we go on throughout the night. Might try to switch things over to a more secure connection as we go. But for now, to set the table quickly, Franklin Simpson on the girls' side coming in at 17-7 on the season. The undefeated District 13 champs at 6-0 in district play. Warren East 11-15 overall. They went 1-5 in 15th district play. The Lady Cats have already clinched what is their 6th straight district title under head coach Ashley Taylor. For a 5th time, the Lady Cats go undefeated in the regular season 13th district slate. But coming tonight off a loss last night at Bowling Green, 54-51 the final score. Franklin Simpson led after every quarter except for the 4th. The Lady Cats surrendered a late rally capped by a 3-pointer with 14 seconds left and lost by that 3-point margin. Warren East had a 3-game winning streak of their own snapped Friday night, their last time out, falling 70-51 on this floor against what we've experienced firsthand is a very good Monroe County team. This will be the 9th true road game of the season for Franklin Simpson, coming in at 6-2 on the road this year, 3-1 against the Lady Raiders under head coach Ashley Taylor, with 3 straight wins since their lone loss at Warren East in 2021. Franklin Simpson dominating last year in the 2A sectional championship game between these two teams, 69-27. The final score, Larisha Cawthorn led Franklin Simpson with 26 points and 11 rebounds. Chloe Smith also in double figures with 11. In fact, she has played in every win that the Lady Cats have had over Warren East under head coach Ashley Taylor. She scored 10 against Warren East as a sophomore in 2023, 6 against the Lady Raiders as a freshman. The lone loss coming in the first matchup between these two teams on this floor back in 2021 for Coach Taylor in this series against Warren East. The magic number we talked about last night, potentially being 40 for Franklin Simpson against the Lady Purples. It ended up being 50, 54-51. Again, that final score. It's going to be the same way here tonight. That 50 number is going to be our new magic number to look at. Warren East 11-4 on the season when they score at least 50. They're 9-0 when they hold teams under 50. Franklin Simpson was 14-3 coming into last night when scoring at least 50. That just their 4th loss of the year when doing so. Went 21-0 last year when hitting that.
No! Every game we play is a day we lose, and it's ain't for fun.
Girls matchup from Warren East High School, the first of a doubleheader between Franklin Simpson and Warren East here on 92.3 WFKN.
Our Warren East color guard for tonight, carrying the American flag, Cadet Ryan Miller. Our state flag, Cadet Raymond Wilson. Left guard, Andrea Shelton. And right guard, Jacob Miller. This time, would you please rise if you're able? Gentlemen, remove your hats. Join us as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem by the Warren East High School Band.
that is connecting right at all.
Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple. Get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Take your pencil. So back with you right now exclusively on Franklin Simpson Channel 9 for the moment. If you had flipped over from the radio side, the connection, tough to get any kind of connection here at Warren East. The Wi-Fi doesn't connect to the normal thing that we use for our radio broadcast, and the mixer that we had been using for that purpose doesn't allow for us to call into the radio station to do our old-fashioned solution. So for now, we're going to roll on Franklin Simpson Channel 9, and then hopeful that as we go on, we're going to be able to get things going once again on the radio side as well. As we're back here at Warren East High School, the starting lineups are being announced, so we're going to rapid fire get through everything and get into this game. In just a moment, I'm texting everybody back at the radio station to make sure that all of that is taken care of for now. One way or another, just happy to be with you for Franklin Simpson basketball. So let's meet the starting five for both sides. First for the Lady Raiders at 11-13 overall on the season, 1-5 in 15th district play. They go 3 guards, 2 forwards. The starters are 5'7" junior Jordan Brooks, 5'8" junior Brooklyn Neville, 5'7" junior Autumn Brooks, 5'9" junior Tristan Lindsay, and then their best player, 5'11" junior Braylon Wardlow, averaging 17 points and 7.4 rebounds per game on the season. Also their most efficient player at 42% from the floor and gets to the free throw line over 8 times per game. For Franklin Simpson, it's the same starting five we've seen the last handful of games now. 2 forwards, 3 guards, Chloe Smith and Reese Myler in the front court. Kinsey Taylor filling out the best backcourt duo this region has to offer. 5'5" senior Tiff Harrigan and 5'6" junior Allie Pennington, the 22nd leading scorer in the state of Kentucky up to this point at 91 points per game, shooting it at 44% from the floor, 46% from 3, where she's made 96 this season, the most in the state of Kentucky. Smith will be the one to go for the tip for Franklin Simpson, loses it to Wardlow, and Warren East gets the first possession of this one. Quickly they go right corner to Neville for a 3, misses long, and Pennington pulls down the rebound for Franklin Simpson. Led the Lady Cats in that department against Bowling Green. Her left elbow jumper misses and rattles off, but it's rebounded by Reese Myler, and it'll stay with Franklin Simpson for 2 free throws for Reese Myler. The Lady Cats 13 for 17 against Bowling Green last night. Just the second time this season they've lost a game when making double-digit free throws. The first of these 2 for Reese, who was our Pelican Snowballs player of the game, and that one for FS falls through perfect. She makes both, and it's 2-0 Franklin Simpson. 7:40 left in this opening quarter from Warren East High School. Ball goes into the backcourt for the Lady Raiders, so Franklin Simpson gets it back on a turnover with 7:31 left in this first quarter. Lady Cats averaging 56 points per game, giving up 44. That's top 50 in the state. Also top 50 in three-point percentage, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage. Pennington has it left side, now sends it over to Harrigan on the right wing. Guarded out top by Brooks, now gives it back to Taylor, now right back to Harrigan on the right side. Drives into the elbow, pulls up with a jumper, and swishes it home. Believe now that we're back with you on the radio side as well. Big thank you to Kendra for coming in to help us out as we're pulling our audio from our Channel 9 stream as we bring you in. It's 4-0 Franklin Simpson in the girls matchup here at Warren East High School. 6:56 left to go in the first quarter. Haven't missed too much. Ball comes in down low off the inbound, and it's stolen by Tiff Harrigan for Franklin Simpson. Up ahead, Pennington on the right block, hesitates, missed the layup long. Opposite side, it's batted around. And now Warren East is back up with it. Still trailing it by 4 with 6:40 left to go in the first. Ball goes right side, picked off by Pennington. Lady Cats have already forced 3 turnovers. And here comes AP into the front court. Kicks it out right corner to Taylor. Now sends it up top to Harrigan, guarded by Jordan Brooks, the 5'7" junior, averaging 6.5 per game for Warren East. Right corner it goes Myler. They let her shoot a 3. Misses long, but it's chased down by Taylor opposite side. Back out Harrigan, her left wing 3. Off to the left side, Mackenzie Taylor with an offensive rebound, then her putback blocked out of bounds by Wardlow. And it'll stay with Franklin Simpson with 6:15 left to go in this opening quarter. Harrigan gets the inbound, goes to Myler on the right block. Nice feed to the left side to Smith, but her layup misses. And here comes Warren East the other way with Wardlow. The athletic 5'11" junior had 15 points in their latest loss to Monroe County. Right side three-pointer on the way. That one misses long for Tristan Lindsay, and it's rebounded by Franklin Simpson. Lady Raiders make 4.7 per game. Franklin Simpson 6.4. And the Lady Cats throw it over the head of Myler and out of bounds. Sloppy one so far from both sides. 4-0 FS leads with 5:47 left in this opening quarter. Brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group. Former FS Wildcat Tanner Clark and his team bring you the best in accounting and tax services as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin or call 270-586-9899. You can find out more at clarkcpagroup.net. Chloe Smith with a block on the defensive end for the Lady Cats. Harrigan takes it the other way. She's got 4, and it's 6-0 Franklin Simpson with 5:20 left to go here in the quarter. Pass to the free throw line, picked off again. This time it's Harrigan with the steal. Tries to go to Myler and again throws it over her head. That one had a bit too much heat on it. Myler will come out, Myla Rigsby in. Those have been 2 potential scoring opportunities for Myler where it's just been sailed over her head. That one made contact with her hand, but really no shot to catch it. It was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. As Brooks controls up top, sends it over to Lindsay. They go down low, Wardlow. Pennington switched onto her layup, misses long. Put back, rattles around and falls. It's Tristan Lindsay who slipped in to get it. And it's 6-2 now Franklin Simpson with 4:45 left to go in the first quarter. Taylor left wing goes up to Myla Rigsby, the 5'5" senior averaging 3 per game. Taylor off a pump fake, drives. Tries to go down low. Smith deflects the pass, collects it herself, misses the layup. Harrigan can't control the rebound, and here comes Neville for Warren East. Coach's daughter averaging 10 points per game on the year, drops it off down low. Open layup missed by Brooks. It was a good find by Neville. Jordan Brooks got it back, though. Now it goes into the right corner. Neville fires up a three and swishes it home from the corner. And just like that, the Franklin Simpson lead is down to 1, 6-5, with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Harrigan sends it over on the left side to Rigsby. Picks up her dribble on the left wing, now goes to Taylor up top. Kinsey averaging 3.1 per game. To Rigsby on the left side, who hit her 10th three of the season against Bowling Green. Smith off a deflection down low, turns on the right block, scores it with the foul. Count it for Chloe Smith.
40 foul on number 3, Brooklyn Neville, her first team second. And for Warren East, number 25, Ty Hunt.
You're going to have 25. Got it?
Smith averaging 13 points, 6 rebounds per game. That's the team high mark on the boards for Franklin Simpson this year. Free throw falls. Give her the three-point play, and it's 9-5 Franklin Simpson. With 3:43 left to go in the first quarter. Might have caught it from Coach Taylor there as Chloe Smith came out for Carmen Phillips telling Chloe not to let missed layups affect her defense. So Carmen checks in, the senior averaging 2.5 points, 2 rebounds per game. Right side it comes to Brooklyn Neville, who drives the top of the key, now hands it off to Wardlow. Defended by Taylor to Neville left wing, fakes a three. Now goes to the elbow, Wardlow, guarded by Taylor, slides through, runner good. She's got an and one opportunity of her own.
Franklin Simpson foul on number 21, Taylor McKenzie, her first.
So Braylon Wardlow will go to the line for one. Like I mentioned, averaging 8.2 free throw attempts per game. For a team that takes almost 19, averaging 53.5 points, giving up 54. As a whistle blows, and they're not going to give her the free throw. Not sure what the case was there. But as it stands, just the two-pointer for Wardlow, and that's it as we continue on. Franklin Simpson ball, 9-7, 3:10 left in the opening quarter. We'll take it. Taylor to Pennington off a screen, but it's an illegal screen called against Harrigan up top.
Franklin Simpson foul number 5, Tiffany Harrigan, that's her first to second.
Lady Cats 7-2 with Tiff Harrigan in the lineup now. She's averaging 15 points per game, but in double figures in 7 of her 9 games. Left side drive all the way to the rack. Wild shot from Autumn Brooks, draws contact, and she'll get 2 free throws. I think she'll get the 2 free throws, unlike the last one. Brooks averaging 7.5 points per game. That's 3rd on the Lady Raiders. A 52% free throw shooter on the season. And she gets the first of these 2 to go. It was long off the iron, but got a bounce off the glass and fell through. Smith comes back in for FS. Phillips out. Kaylee Jones in for the first time for Warren East, a 5'9" sophomore averaging 3.5 points per game. They really only go about 7 deep. As the second free throw misses long this time for Brooks, but it's chased down and the Lady Raiders keep it alive. Then it's thrown into the backcourt, and just like that, Franklin Simpson gets it right back. It was Tyleana Hunt that got that rebound for Warren East. She is the 7th member of that rotation, averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds per game. As Pennington gets the inbound of the backcourt, now brings it across. Smith sets a screen. Pennington sends it over on the right side to Rigsby, now into the corner. Taylor looks down low to Smith. 2 defenders around her. Instead goes to Pennington for a right side 3, and she swishes it home. Pennington with her first triple of the game led the Lady Cats with 17 against Bowling Green last night, but only had 1 3 in that game. Now Rigsby gets a steal at the top of the key. Her layup in transition, good, a contested one over the outstretched arm of Jones, and Franklin Simpson leads at 14-8 with 2:08 left in the first quarter. Left side 3 misses long, rebounded by Smith, and the Lady Cats want to run again. Chloe has it knocked away from behind by Wardlow, and the Lady Raiders have it. Goes on the right side, Autumn Brooks. Down low, Wardlow flips it up long. Thought she was fouled, no call. Here comes Kenzie Taylor. 1:50 left to go in the quarter to Rigsby. Catch and shoot. Nope, fakes the three from the right side. Lost it on the drive. Now sends it outside to Taylor to reset. Goes on the right wing, Rigsby. 1:35 left to go in the quarter. FS up by 6, hands it off Pennington. Fakes the three on the right wing, goes to Taylor in the corner, now down low Smith. Double teamed out to Rigsby, left elbow. Jumper is good. Mila's got 4 in the first quarter, and it's 16-8 Franklin Simpson. Mila's season high 7 in Franklin Simpson's win against Barron County, the first matchup between those two teams. 16-8 now, Lady Cats lead at 1:12 left to go in the first. Wardlow gets it down low against Smith. Jumps and fires it out on the left wing. It's lost, but then collected near the free throw line by Hunt. Her jumper misses, and here comes Pennington. AP, left elbow, 2 defenders around her, now brings it back out to half court. Fires it over to Taylor, right side 3. That one misses, opposite side, rebound deflected, last touch by Myler. It's out of bounds to Warren East with 48 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Neville will come back in for the Lady Raiders. Autumn Brooks out. Neville with 47 three-pointers coming into tonight. You can make it 48 with her triple earlier to pace Warren East. She's got it on the left wing now. Nice pick and roll with Wardlow. Her layup misses, though. She's fouled, and 2 free throws for Berlin Wardlow. For all the free throws that Braylon Wardlow takes, just a 53% shooter. First of these 2 is perfect. It's a Warren East team, 11-13 on the season. They're going to bring almost all of it back next year. Just one senior, that being Hallie Hendrick, who's only appeared in 16 games. Wardlow, a junior, misses the second free throw short, so it's 16-9. 30 seconds left to work with for Franklin Simpson. Harrigan back in the game. She'll bring it up to the top of the key. Against the zone for Warren East, had it knocked away. Ball still loose. Smith goes on the floor to get it, but Neville has it for the Lady Raiders. Off to Jordan Brooks into the front court. Right side, Wardlow, long 2, missed long. Rebound over the head of Harrigan, but it goes to Crafton. Rigsby's wide open on the left block. She's got 6 in the first quarter. 18-9 FS, 5 seconds left to go in the first. Neville picks up her dribble left side, gives it off to Brooks, long 3 at the horn, no good, and that will bring the opening quarter to a close. 6 first quarter points. She's her season high, 18-9. Franklin Simpson leads it in the girls matchup at Warren East here on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have.
Back with you here at Warren East High School as we get the second quarter underway, 18-9. Lady Cats leading it over the Lady Raiders. Franklin Simpson ball led so far by 6 from Mila Rigsby. Chloe Smith tries a right elbow jumper to get us underway. She's fouled and will go to the line for 2 free throws. Chloe with 3 points so far on a 3-point play. Made her lone free throw try. Shooting nearly 70% at the stripe this season. First free throw good, second one on the way, it's good as well. Give Chloe 5, and it's 20-9 Franklin Simpson with 7:45 left to go in the second quarter for Warren East High School. Right side, Anna Brooks has it, now sends it up top to Jordan Brooks. Picks up her dribble, looking for Autumn on a backup, but beforehand double dribbles, and it goes back to Franklin Simpson with 7:33 left to go before halftime. If you're just now joining us on the radio side, hoping to have the breaks as smooth as we can, but we're having to pick up the audio from our Franklin Simpson Channel 9 feed due to some connectivity issues here at Warren East High School, so bear with us if we have some rocky transitions as Mackenzie Taylor misses a right wing three, but Chloe Smith gets it back and banks it right back up and in. Chloe's got 7. The Lady Cats lead by 13, 22-9. Left side, Neville with it for the Lady Raiders. She's got their lone three-pointer so far. Tied with Braylon Wardlow, each of them with 3 to lead Warren East. Up top, Jordan Brooks has it. Her pass deflected and stolen by Rigsby. It's been her game so far. To Pennington at half court, drives in, Euros around Wardlow, kicks it out to Taylor. Now back to Pennington in the left corner. AP wraps around to the wing, double team comes. Now drives to her left, goes behind the back as Smith comes up to set a screen. Pennington to Smith left side. Cross court, Taylor in the right corner. Down low, Dean. Fakes, fades, fires, gets the bounce and it falls. Great ball movement from Franklin Simpson. Warren East will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. With 6:27 left to go in this first quarter. And just hearing, if you're hopping back over from the radio side, it seems like we're having even more technical difficulties there. The computer at the radio station just shut off entirely. So something is against getting this game on the radio, but certainly happy to have you here on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. And it's one of those times where you're especially thankful for the multiple outlets, the multiple ways that we have of bringing you these Franklin Simpson basketball games, regardless of if one thing goes wrong with another, whatever the case may be. As we get back underway, the Lady Cats lead at 24-9 on a 6-0 run to start this second quarter with 6:20 left to go in the frame. Left side, Neville has it for Warren East, now goes up top to Jordan Brooks. Ball goes into the right corner to Tristan Lindsay, tries to go back outside. It's stolen by Pennington. Here comes AP in transition. Left block layup, misses long, but leaned into the contact and drew the foul. So Pennington will go to the line for 2 free throws. With 6:05 left to go. And the first free throw good. 25-9 FS Pennington. 78% at the free throw line this season. Went 4 for 5 last night against Bowling Green. She makes both of these. She's got 5 points now, and it's 26-9 FS. Foul called on a drive, so the Lady Raiders will get 2 quick free throws. With 5:59 frozen on the clock, Wardlow just barrels in and does what she does best, drawing that contact. So Braylon Wardlow taking her third and fourth free throws. Really should have been her 4th and 5th. She had an and one opportunity where the free throw was suddenly waved off in the first quarter. She makes the first of these 2. Second one goes as well. She's now got 5, and it's 26-11. Franklin Simpson's 8-0 run to start the quarter comes to a close. Pennington brings it down on the left wing. Smith sets a screen. AP thought about a 3, 5 feet off the line. Instead tried to pass it. It's deflected, and Neville has it for Warren East. Kicks it out on the left wing. Now it goes back up top to Jordan Brooks, and they'll set up their offense. Brooks holds it outside, guarded by Dean. Now sends it over on the left wing. They're trying to get it to Wardlow. Now do so on the left block against Smith. Chloe plays it straight up. The layup misses long. Rebound batted around, now tied up. And the arrow will keep it with Warren East with 5:26 left to go before halftime. Harrigan and Myler check back in for the Lady Cats. Taylor and Dean out. Tiff with 4 so far. Reese with a couple at the free throw line. Inbound comes into Wardlow. Again, Chloe defends it excellently. And the jumper misses short and goes out of bounds from 6 feet out. Chloe just standing there straight up, refusing to jump, just contesting as straight up as she can. And Franklin Simpson gets it back with a 26-11 lead. Pennington up top, sends it on the right wing. Harrigan fires a three. That one misses long. Rebound lost by Wardlow on the baseline, so Franklin Simpson will keep it with 5:08 left in the half. That one was from NBA range from Harrigan, but both she and Pennington can reach out to about 4 or 5 feet beyond the arc. Harrigan gets it on the left wing. They try to spring Pennington open off the inbound. She's defended well by Autumn Brooks, so instead it goes left corner to Myler for three. Off the front of the rim, no, and it's pulled down by Neville. But Myler tips it away. Smith up with it, floats it to Reese, and she gets the bucket in transition too. Chloe all smiles after getting Reese that bucket to reward her for the defense. 28-11 FS. Wardlow runs in, again perfectly defended by Smith on the jumper, but then Myler throws it away trying to get it to Pennington. Up ahead, left block layup good. It's Autumn Brooks that drops it in. Lady Cats will take a quick timeout with 4:34 left to go before halftime. Again, it's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 28-13. If you're joining us here on Channel 9 and you had been listening on the radio, we had first had issues on site here. There's not much to do in terms of connectivity for our radio rig to be able to broadcast. Thankfully, we're still able to connect just fine to our Franklin Simpson Channel 9 feed, so we had started pulling that on the radio side. Then things went crazy wrong at the radio station, so we're back here and hoping to get that up and running soon, but happy to have you with us here on our Channel 9 feed. 7 points leads the way for Franklin Simpson from Chloe Smith so far, 5 for Allie Pennington, 4 for Reese Myler, and 6 off the bench from Myla Rigsby, who we've yet to see in the second quarter. All 6 of those points in the first. Right now, 1 off of tying her season high of 7 that she had in the first matchup the Lady Cats had against Barron County. Pennington walks it into the front court. Chloe Smith comes up to set a screen. Allie steps behind it. Top of the key, 3 rattles off. Rebounded by Neville, and here come the Lady Raiders. Ball goes into the right corner. A little Brooks to Brooks connection. Firing underneath is Jordan. That misses short. Pennington has it for FS. Needs an option out of a triple team, and they'll say she's fouled before she passes it. Goes against Jordan Brooks. Just the 3rd foul of the quarter against Warren East. Only 1 for Franklin Simpson. As Harrigan brings it into the front court. Taylor on the right wing. Checks the elbow to Smith. Instead goes up top to Pennington. Guarded by Autumn Brooks. That's been the defensive matchup most of the night so far. Taylor fires it down to Smith. Double team comes, and she takes steps, trying to maneuver through it to send it back to Warren East with 3:52 left in this first half. Jordan Brooks, Autumn Brooks, Brooklyn Neville, Wardlow, and Tyleana Hunt in for Warren East. She sends it into the left corner to Jordan Brooks, but she travels before taking off, and it goes back to Franklin Simpson with 3:39 left to go in this first half. Taylor, Harrigan, Pennington, Myler, and Smith out there for the Lady Cats. Scored 31 in the first half last night against Bowling Green before scoring just 20 in the second half. Right now 28 on the board as Pennington pass up top. It's stolen by Autumn Brooks, and she's got a free one in transition. Brooks now with 4 of their 6 in the quarter. She's got 5 for the game, and it's 28-15 FS, 3:15 left here in the second quarter. Harrigan gives it to Smith on the elbow, faces, fires it down low to Myler on the baseline, whips it out to Harrigan. Her drive from the left wing, scoops it through, and scores, flying across the lane. Give Harrigan 6 points. Franklin Simpson up 15, 30-15. In the left corner, Autumn Brooks thought about a 3, now goes back up top to Jordan. The 2 5'7" junior guards for Warren East. Now it goes to Neville on the right wing, guarded by Pennington. Back up top, Brooks. Tries to go left side, but threw it way too far for Autumn Brooks. And it goes out of bounds back to FS. Lady Raiders have been plagued by turnovers so far, and most of them like that one, unforced. Lady Cats have it 2:39 to work with before halftime. Does seem like we're back on the radio, so if you're joining us once again on WFKN, apologize for the technical difficulties going on at the station. 30-15, the Franklin Simpson girls lead it here at Warren East High School. 2:24 left in the second quarter. Lady Cats get a bucket on a left block layup from Madeline Dean. She's now got 4. make it 32-15 FS. We're pulling our Franklin Simpson Channel 9 stream for the radio, so probably a lot of repeat stuff being heard if you're joining us on Channel 9 as Autumn Brooks gets it on the right block. She's now got 6 of 8 in the second quarter for Warren East to make it 32-17 with under 2 minutes left before halftime. Harrigan, right side, beautiful crossover, tries to leave it for Dean, but Madeline had started slipping to the basket, and it goes out of bounds on the baseline. With 1:51 left to go before halftime, Pennington will check out. Rigsby will come back in. She's 2 points away from a season high. Wardlow back in for Warren East as well as Harrigan tries to pick off a pass on the far side, but collides with Brooks. And that's her third foul, so she'll come out as Pennington has to quickly come back in with 1:45 left to go before the half. Autumn Brooks brings it front court now, right side, Neville. Back to Brooks. Drives, leaves it for Wardlow. To the elbow, sends it into the right corner. Now it goes on the right side to Hunt. Driving in, floats it up from 8 feet. Doesn't get the bounce, and it's pulled down by Dean. Off to Pennington. Minute 30 left before halftime. Pennington has it knocked away, but Rigsby chases it down in the corner. And the Lady Cats reset. Sends it left side, Dean. To Smith on the elbow. Faces, kicks it out. Taylor, wide open right corner three. Got it! First triple of the night for Kinsey Taylor. Second of the game for FS, and the Lady Cats lead 35-17 with under a minute left to go in this first half. Brooks passing it back and forth with Kaylee Jones on the perimeter. Now it goes to Neville on the right wing, guarded by Pennington. To Wardlow inside the free throw line. Wraps around Dean and finishes smoothly with the left hand. Wardlow now with 7. And it's 35-19 FS, under 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Pennington off a screen from Smith. Over to Taylor, right wing, now goes into the corner. Rigsby fakes, down to Smith on the elbow. Jabs right, goes left, up and under, back to the right block. Missed it long. Was a nice move, but couldn't convert it. Here comes Wardlow with 20 seconds to work with. Holds it up in the corner, now sends it out on the wing. Jones steps into a three. Off the left side, Neville tries to save it on the baseline, but it's out of bounds to FS. With 9.4 seconds left to go in the first half, looking to add to a 35-19 lead. Pennington brings it across. Clock ticks under 5. Pennington right corner. Rigsby for the season high. Missed it long. Rebound will run out of everyone's grasp, and that will bring the first half to a close. Lady Cats put up 18 in the first quarter, 17 more in the second. As we head to the halftime break, 35-19, Franklin Simpson leading it over Warren East in the first matchup of a doubleheader here tonight. We're going to take a 3-minute break. That's 3 minutes, both on Channel 9 and 92.3 WFKN. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
It's halftime on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Leading it on the road, 35-19 through 2. Taking a look at the numbers so far in this one. Autumn Brooks and Braylon Wardlow leading the way with 7 points apiece for the Lady Raiders. 3 points from Brooklyn Neville with the only triple so far for Warren East. 2 points from Tristan Lindsay rounds out the scoring for the Lady Raiders. They put up 9 points in the first quarter, 10 points in the second, against a Lady Cat defense giving up just 44 points per game. That is top 50 in the state of Kentucky coming into tonight. Good news for Franklin Simpson. 7 players have already scored after having just 3 bench points last night against Bowling Green, after the game prior against Logan County only having 10 bench points for the Lady Cats. 6 from Mila Rigsby, who is already a point off of tying her season high, and then 4 points all in the second quarter from Madeline Dean, who is averaging nearly 3.5 per game so far this season. She got a couple of buckets to go in the second quarter as the Lady Cats were able to push this lead out to 16. Starting 5 numbers: 7 for Chloe Smith, 6 for Tiff Harrigan, 5 for Allie Pennington, 4 for Reese Myler, and you can guess it, 3 for Kinsey Taylor. Taylor and Pennington each with a 3-pointer, the 2 on the board for FS, and 7 for 7 from the free throw line for a Lady Cat team that is now 22nd in the state, shooting it at 71% from the stripe up and down this roster. Wildcats are on the floor now, warming up for the boys matchup in the second half of our doubleheader. Franklin Simpson did not play last night. It was a girls-only matchup in that game at Bowling Green. Wildcats last time out Friday on the road at Logan County, and for a second time this year, they held a halftime lead against the district champion Cougars, but for a second time couldn't secure that through the ball game, falling 65-54. This one didn't make it to double overtime, but the Wildcats finishing 2-4 in regular season district play. They will play in the second day of the district tournament in a matchup against Russellville, who the Wildcats have dropped a couple games to so far this season. Meanwhile, Warren East just 1-23 on the year. It's been a very surprising year for the Raiders on the boys' side. Under fifth-year head coach Kyle Benj, who had won double-digit games in each of his first 4 seasons, came into this year 65-53 in his time with the Raiders. They've only got 1 win this season, dating back against Fort Campbell, and these two teams have met already this year in a game in which Franklin Simpson put up a season-high 77 points, winning 77-54 to snap a 4-game losing streak in the series. That game, a season high for the Wildcats with 77 points. Those 77 actually rank in the lower half of what Warren East is giving up on the year. Take that for what you will. Giving up nearly over 80 points per game on the season. And you can piece it together and see where that 1-23 record has come up to for this point for the Raiders. But an opportunity for the Wildcats to further get into shape ahead of the 13th district tournament. But it's still a game that you can't overlook. The Wildcats coming off a highly emotional one in that loss against Logan County on Friday. Got to find a way to right the ship and get things going in the right direction with just one more regular season game after tonight at home against Glasgow on Thursday before the Wildcats and Lady Cats get back into district play. We're going to take another 3-minute break. When we come back, we get the second half underway from Warren East High School in the girls' game. Lady Cats lead at 35-19 on 92.3 WFKN. What's up, brother? How you doing? It's good to see you.
Tracy Chalmerdale, Coldwell Banjo Legacy Real Estate Group, Green River Rentals, Taylor's Golf, Greg and Jenny Neville, and Justin and Jennifer Miller.
Takes the shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a jump ball into the end. And now.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Starting the third quarter, Franklin Simpson will have possession.
Ready to get the second half underway here at Warren East High School. Believe once again we are just with you here on Channel 9. We'll keep bouncing back and forth with issues going on at the WFKN station, but for now we're glad to have it with you on the stream. Lady Cats leading at 35-19 in the girls matchup to start the day here at Warren East. Immediately Franklin Simpson goes to Tiff Harrigan inside, and immediately the Lady Cats get a bucket to start this second half. Harrigan now with a team high 8. It's 37-19, Franklin Simpson leading it. 20 seconds in to the second half of action. Harrigan, Taylor, Pennington, Smith, Reese Myler, the starting five out there for the Lady Cats as Harrigan deflects the pass. She's off to the races, and she's in a double figures now with 10. Jordan and Autumn Brooks, Brooklyn Neville, Tristan Lindsay, and Braylon Wardlow out there for Warren East. As we bring you back in on the radio side, early third quarter, 7:15 left to go in the frame. 39-19, Franklin Simpson leads it. Again, apologize for the issues going on back at the station. And we're going to continue to work to try to get that stabilized as Wardlow misses a jumper for Warren East. It's knocked out of bounds on the baseline, and we'll stay with the Lady Raiders with 7:06 left to go in this third quarter with the Lady Cats leading it by 20. Inbound, again deflected by Harrigan. She's picked off back-to-back passes to start the quarter. Tries to fire it up on the far side, but it's lost and goes out of bounds. Back to Warren East. Mila Rigsby in there for the Lady Cats, trying to get that season high. With Myler out. And Brooks brings it into the front court now for the Lady Raiders. Guarded by Kenzie Taylor. Wardlow stands at the free throw line, gets it there against Chloe Smith. Averaging 17 points per game. She's got 7 so far. Smith deflects a pass out on the baseline. And the Lady Raiders will try to inbound it from there. Active hands so far to start this half. For an FS team that had held 4 straight teams under 40 points before giving up those 54 to Bowling Green last night. Autumn Brooks on the right wing, now gives it over on the left side to Jordan Brooks. Neville right wing, fires a 3 over Smith, rattles off, Pennington up with it. AP wants to run. 3-on-1 for FS, no look pass to Smith, and Chloe dumps it in for 2. Pennington then rips it away again. Here come the Lady Cats. Floats it up to Harrigan. Fakes once, goes up, and Franklin Simpson has stormed out to an 8-0 run to start this second half. 43-19 now, the Franklin Simpson lead. 8 straight points scored, 6 of them from Harrigan. It's just a 30-second timeout taken by Warren East, so we'll stay here. Harrigan now with 12 points for the game. Came out and made a couple of baskets quickly in the opening quarter. 43-19 is now the Franklin Simpson lead. Lady Cats won by over 40 in the matchup between these two teams last year in the 2A sectional championship game played at Allen County, Scottsville. And as both teams head back out on the floor, it's still Pennington, Rigsby, Harrigan, Smith, and Taylor. This 4-guard lineup with Harrigan out there with 3 fouls. And in spite of it, she's got 3 buckets to start the quarter. And the Lady Cats have pushed this lead out to 24 as we get back underway. Ball goes on the right side to Autumn Brooks. Now into the corner, then gets it right back from Wardlow. It's really most of the game been stuck on the perimeter between the two Brooks as Jordan fires a 3, misses, but it's rebounded down low by Lindsay. She's fouled on the floor. And so before she made the layup, the foul waves it off. And Reese Myler will come in. Myler Rigsby comes out, and Coach Taylor says it's because she didn't box out. Neville fires it up at the top of the key, deflected initially. Harrigan fighting for it, and then just throws it over her head to Pennington, and her right-handed layup is good. Puff smiling after the fact, as she should be, got the steal, and just granny-style chucked it over her head. She's got another steal. Up ahead, Pennington, left-handed this time, good. AP's got 9. Lady Cats having fun with it. 47-19, they've scored 12 straight to start the quarter in less than 3 minutes. Over half on steals and runouts. Wardlow has it free throw line, faces against Smith, runs into a brick wall, kicks it out right corner for a 3, air-mailed long, and Harrigan seals off as it rolls out of bounds in the near corner to Franklin Simpson with 5:09 left in the third. Leading it suddenly 47-19. It was a 16-point game at halftime. Harley Crafton in for FS, brings it into the front court, passes it off, then gets it right back. Drives, found from behind on a 12-foot jumper, and Crafton will go to the line for 2 free throws. Harley 3 for 4 at the free throw line this season, was scoreless in the game against Bowling Green last night, gets the first free throw of these 2 to go. Averaging 2.2 points per game. Was a player of the game last Tuesday against Todd County Central. She gets the second free throw, and the Lady Cats lead it by 30. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. It's a 14-0 run now. Wardlow at the free throw line, spins against Smith, fading away, missed it short. Chloe with the rebound to Pennington. 2 defenders around her, bump, no call, but she brings it to the right wing anyway. Drive between the legs, dribble, now gets a screen from Crafton. They leave her open for 3, AP. Missed it, but opposite side, Myler up with it to Crafton. Right elbow jumper, good! Crafton with 4 straight. It's 51-19 FS. Make it 16 straight points to start the third quarter. And we're not even halfway through it. Left corner, clean look for Hunt. That misses short. Myler tips it. Taylor has it. And then tied up, and the Arrow will keep it with Warren East as Taylor just ran into trouble after she got that basketball. With 4:06 now left in the third. Jones to inbound for Warren East. Kaylee Jones goes into Wardlow, and then she's fouled on a drive. Wasn't in the act of shooting. They get it on Crafton, her first. Second on the Lady Cats, just 1 on Warren East in the quarter. So they'll do a baseline inbound again. Once more it's Jones, comes into Hunt. Long 2, misses, and it's rebounded by Pennington on the opposite wing. Floats it up to Smith. 3-on-2 for FS. Chloe will wisely wrap it out to the wing, and they'll reset with Pennington up top. AP off a screen. Guarded out there by Autumn Brooks. Now Crafton comes to set a screen. Pennington steps behind it, floats it over. Taylor left corner, down low. Myler fakes left, goes back, didn't get the layup to go. Second try, no good, but she's fouled. Boy, everybody wanted her to get that first one on the beautiful up and under. But on the second try, she's got 2 free throws with 3:36 left to go in the third quarter, trying to add to a 51-19 lead. Reese 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Gets the first one of these to go. She's now got 5 points. Her season high 13 much earlier this season against Edmonson County. But has drastically improved as this season has gone on. And it's not just been the scoring, it's the defense and the rebounding and just the overall feel for the game again. As a senior in her first year playing high school basketball, she makes both free throws and checks out as the Lady Cats take everybody off the floor except for Harrigan. She's joined by Dean, Rigsby, Crafton, and Carmen Phillips with a 53-19 lead with 3:36 left to go in the quarter. Make it 18 straight to start the frame for FS. Right side, Neville gives it off in the corner to Hunt. Now it goes to Autumn Brooks. Outside, Hunt back to Brooks, wide open layup. She missed it short, and then the rebound is tied up, and this time the arrow favors Franklin Simpson. Was an easy look for Brooks, but one of those that you think too much about when you're on the wrong side of an 18-0 run. Here comes Harrigan left side. Lost it on the way up. Phillips fighting for it for FS. She's tied up by Wardlow. Again, a jump ball will be called, and this time the arrow will send it to the Lady Raiders. With 3:03 left in this third quarter, FS leading it by 34. Another bucket could suddenly force a running clock in this one, after it was a 16-point game at halftime. Left side, Kaylee Jones against Harrigan. Now goes up top to Wardlow. Guarded by Rigsby. Gets a screen to the right, now sends it back up top, and they go left corner, Neville. To a slashing Brooks. Fouled on the drive. Are they going to give her the and one? I don't think so. No, they're going to say that it was before the shot. So it'll be another baseline inbound for Warren East. Foul goes against Dean just before Brooks had made the basket. Off the inbound, Hunt has it knocked away down low, and they'll try it again with 2:41 left in the third quarter. Brooks to take it, and it's picked off at the top of the key by Harrigan. It's a foot race. She's going to win it, and the Lady Cats have forced the running clock. 8 in the quarter for Harrigan. It's 55-19, a 20-0 run. Wow. Jones on the right wing, gives it to Neville on the elbow. She just fires up a jumper well short and out of bounds. 2:15 left and ticking now in the third. 8 in the quarter from Harrigan, 4 for Pennington, 4 for Crafton, 2 apiece for Chloe Smith and Reese Myler. Harrigan brings it front court, guarded by Brooks. Gets a screen from Dean at the top of the key. Steps behind it. Hunt, the big, switches on. Tiff tries to go between 2 defenders. Lost it off a knee. And Warren East has it coming the other way with Wardlow. Full head of steam. Kicks it out right corner. Autumn Brooks for 3. Misses long. Out of bounds. Last touch by Crafton. And Warren East, for maybe the 5th or 6th time in this quarter, will have a baseline inbound. Trailing at 55-19. Kaylee Jones to take it again, goes to Wardlow. Driving in, her pocket picked by Harley Crafton with the help. Here comes Harrigan. Back over to Harley in the right corner, lost it, now gets it back, drives baseline, flips up a runner, missed long, deflected out. Wardlow tries to save it, but her foot on the baseline, and the Lady Cats will keep it as we tick towards a minute left to go in this third quarter. 20-0, the FS score in the frame. Mila to inbound. Harrigan goes from the right block to the left corner and gets it there, guarded by Brooks. Rigsby flares off a screen, fakes the 3, drives, leaves it down low. Phillips couldn't control it, gets it back, now sends it out to Harrigan. 45 seconds left to go in the quarter. Up top, Crafton. Neville on her, quickly gives it up to Rigsby. Now Crafton sets a screen for Mila, driving left, hands it off to Harrigan. Tiff, runner from just inside the free throw line. Give her 10 in the quarter. 55, now 57-19 FS. And a 22-0 run. 23 seconds left to go in the quarter. Jordan Brooks holds it up top. Sends it over to Neville, guarded by Harrigan. Neville beats her off the dribble, gets to the elbow, fires one up and fouled on the shot. So with 12.4 seconds left in this third quarter, the Lady Raiders will get a chance to score. Smile on the face of Coach Taylor, who was well aware of what the score was in this frame and wanted to finish it off. But Neville will make the first of the 2 free throws and end the run at 22 straight to start the third quarter for FS. It was Harrigan that got the foul. It's her 4th. She comes over to Coach Taylor with her hands on her head. Neville's second rattles off. Rebound deflected out by Franklin Simpson. Nobody was ready for it. Clock's still running. Under 5 seconds left. Lady Raiders have to get it in quick. 3 seconds, 2, fire it in. Wardlow's going to have a shot, missed it off the left side, and that will bring the quarter to a close. It was 37-19 at halftime, now 57-20. Franklin Simpson scoring the first 22 of the quarter to force a running clock, leading it by 37. As we head to the fourth, we're back in 1 minute here on 92.3 WFKN.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Final quarter underway, 57-20. FS leads it after a 22-1 third quarter. Clock will run the rest of the way. FS led by 16 from Tiff Harrigan. She's out right now with 4 fouls. It's Taylor, Pennington, Myler, Smith, and Cosby on the floor for FS. 3 forwards out there for the Lady Cats. First appearance of the night for Cosby, averaging a point and a rebound per game on the year. Pennington behind the back dribble, fakes a 3 up top, now sends it out to Taylor. AP just 9 points so far. Down low, Smith tries to float it to Cosby, but it's over her head and out of bounds. And it'll go to Warren East with 7:30 left and ticking in this one. 16 from Harrigan, 9 apiece from Pennington and Smith, 6 from Reese Myler and Mila Rigsby. As Neville's baseline jumper is swatted out of bounds by Chloe Smith. As Coach Taylor takes full credit for that, because I think before the pass, Chloe was out of position and then Ashley forced her to where she was supposed to be. Inbound pass is high, but it's corralled by Wardlow. And she gives it out to Jordan Brooks to set up the offense. 7 from Autumn Brooks and Braylon Wardlow lead the Lady Raiders. It's Wardlow on a drive to the left block. She scores with the contact. A chance to get into double figures at the free throw line with the foul called against Cosby. Lady Raiders 5 for 8 at the free throw line tonight. They take nearly 19 per game on the season, so that's been a big win for FS. Free throw misses for Wardlow, so she'll stay at 9, and it's 57-22. Smith brings it all the way into the front court. Keeps it herself to the rim. It's blocked by Wardlow, and then Cosby can't control the rebound. Chloe looks to the sideline with a smile and then trots off. 6:20 left in this one. Those are the type of moments you can enjoy after you score 22 straight in the third quarter. Brooks left side up top to Wardlow. Now to Jordan Brooks on the right wing, to Autumn Brooks left baseline, and her jumper good. So 4 straight to start the fourth for Warren East, and it's 57-24, under 6 minutes left to go. Pennington gets a screen up top from Chloe Smith, drives left, gets around Wardlow, and fouled, as I think she was trying to dump it off with a pass at the last moment. We'll see if they rule it a shooting foul. They are going to do so. AP tried to pass out of it, but they give her the 2 free throws anyway. Pennington 2 for 2 at the line tonight. But misses the first of these two, a 78% shooter on the season. Second one good. And she's into double figures with 10 to put Franklin Simpson on the board in this fourth quarter. 58-24 the lead with 5.5 minutes left to go. Ball goes into the left corner. Now it comes back out on the wing to Tristan Lindsay, who had the first couple of points for Warren East, hasn't scored since. Now Wardlow on the elbow, drives against Cosby. Myler comes to help and gets a block, but a late foul comes in from the opposite side of the floor. They're going to get it on Cosby, who is the initial defender. Reese came in to help and swatted it, but it'll be 2 more free throws for Braylon Wardlow. Lady Raiders 5 for 9 tonight. She's taken 5 of the first 9. Now makes her 6th attempt. She's 4 for 6 at the line and into double figures with her 10 points. Second one good as well for Wardlow. And with 5:17 left, it's 58-26 Franklin Simpson. Pennington gets a screen from Smith up top, picks up her dribble and needs to pass it, but falling backwards, takes an extra step and travels before she can get it to Smith. So Brooks will bring it into the front court as we tick under 5 minutes left to go. Off to Neville at the top of the key, now left side to Autumn Brooks. Right corner, Neville nearly picked off by Smith on a touch pass. It's lost down low. Cosby up with it for FS, but she had it ripped away, and then scoring it is Lindsay. 58-28 now the score. Harrigan and Rigsby will check into the next dead ball for FS. Pennington off a screen, fires a 3 and swishes it home from the left side. Yeah, I hope everybody heard Puff and Mila's celebration on the radio. I'd say it's music to my ears, but that would be a lie. It was something. Down low, Lindsay tries another one, blocked this time by the combination of Smith and Cosby. And here come the Lady Cats leading at 61-28. AP up top, again a great screen from Smith from the same spot, the same result. All right, yeah, they can do it again. 2 threes in the quarter now for Pennington. On a drive, Wardlow fouled again. They get that foul on Chloe, her second. With 3:41 left in the ball game, the lead now 64-38 for Pennington suddenly up to 16 points, and her three-point celebration crew now can check in as Taylor and Myler come out. Harrigan, Pennington, Rigsby, Cosby, and Smith on the floor. Wardlow misses both free throws, and the Lady Cats have it back. Pennington dribbles through, now holds it deep on the right wing. Gets a screen from Smith. Drives, stops, gives it to Chloe, who drives right wing. Tried to go to Cosby, thought she was on the block, but she was in the middle of the paint, and it goes out of bounds. Back to Warren East with 3:15 left to go. And Chloe will come out with a frown on her face after that turnover. As we tick towards 3 minutes left to go in a 64-28 ball game. Hearing that we're back off the air on the radio side again, but still good to go here on Channel 9. Right side, Hunt drives into Cosby, throws up a wild one, missed long. Rebound tipped by Asia Dean, fighting for it. And a jump ball will be called that keeps it with Warren East. Inbound comes in on the right wing to Hunt for Warren East. Now it goes on the left wing. Off a drive, Brooks wraps around the baseline. Reverse layup, good. What a finish from Autumn Brooks. She's into double figures now for 11. Pennington drives up top, kicks to Harrigan. Floats up a runner from 5, banks it in, count it, and the foul for Tiff Harrigan. 18 points now for Puff, with a chance to get one more at the free throw line. Harley Crafton will come in for FS Pennington, likely for the final time tonight. Will come out. 66-30 is the Franklin Simpson lead with 2:04 left to go. Pennington will finish with 16 and 3 triples. Harrigan gets the free throw to go. She's got a team high 19 for FS. 13 in the second half. Left corner, Neville for 3, got it. She's got 7. As we tick under a minute and 50 left in this one, 67-33 is the FS lead. Dean fakes a 3 at the top of the key, but they say that she moved the pivot foot off the catch. And it'll go back to the Lady Raiders, who will empty out the bench now with about a minute and a half left to go. Leah Arnett, Hallie Hendrick in for the first time for the Lady Raiders, as well as Charlie Albin. And Franklin Simpson now will do the same at the next dead ball. Top of the key jumper misses, rebounded down low by Albin for the Lady Raiders. Jump ball will be called. That sends it to Franklin Simpson and lets the subs come in. Cadence Henson, Kaylee Garrett, and Kylie Scott all making their 8th appearances of the season. As Harrigan comes out and finishes with her 19 points. Rigsby Dunn with 6 to her credit. And Reese Myler will finish the night with 6 as well. Crafton in there for Franklin Simpson. Drives up top, now kicks it into the left corner. Ball goes on the left wing, but it's deflected on the pass to Scott. Out on the far sideline with 30 seconds left and ticking in this one. 67-33, the FS lead. Inbound is deflected out of bounds again by Kaylee Jones. So the Lady Cats will keep it in the backcourt this time. Scott gets it in quickly to Crafton. She'll bring it into the front court. Harley double team, sends it on the left wing. 3-pointer on the way, misses long. Crafton chases down the rebound and lost it as we tick down the final seconds of this one. After a 22-0 run in the third quarter, Franklin Simpson cruises to a 67-33 win here at Warren East High School in the first half of this boy-girl doubleheader. The Lady Cats moving to 18-7 overall on the season. Warren East falling to 11-14. Coach Ashley Taylor now 4-1 for her career against the Lady Raiders of Warren East. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you all the stats from our opening game of the night and then start to get you set for the boys matchup between Warren East and Franklin Simpson. Again, your final score in the girls game, 67-33. We'll take a 3-minute break, then be right back to wrap up the girls matchup here on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
You're not allowed. Back with you here as we get our post-game show underway for the girls matchup. Franklin Simpson winners 67-33, the final score, on the back of a 22-0 run to start the third quarter for FS. It was a 35-19 game at halftime. By the end of the third quarter, it was a running clock situation. 10 of those 22 came from Tiff Harrigan, who finishes the game with a game-high 19 points to earn our Pelican Snowballs of Franklin Player of the Game honors tonight. 16 from Allie Pennington, 9 from Chloe Smith, 6 apiece from Reese Myler and Mila Rigsby, 4 points apiece for Harley Crafton and Madeline Dean, and 3 for Kenzie Taylor. Rounds out the scoring for Franklin Simpson. The Lady Cats make 4 3-pointers as a team in this one and go 13 for 14 at the free throw line as a team. Warren East, meanwhile, of the 33 they scored, this is something that I had written about in a pregame show that really didn't get to happen much. We've been dealing with a lot of different technical difficulties. On the radio side, it was initially stuff going on here inside the arena, but it switched over to things going on at the radio station. So anytime we're on the radio, we're certainly happy to have it. If you've joined us trying to tune in there, we're happy to have you on the Franklin Simpson Channel 9 stream as well. Warren East came into this game struggling to find scoring outside of the 7 key players they have in their rotation, and really outside of their main 2 scorers. Braylon Wardlow averaging 17 points per game and then 10 per game on the season from Brooklyn Neville. Only 4 players score tonight for the Lady Raiders. 11 from Wardlow, and Autumn Brooks leads the way for Warren East. 7 from Neville, who hits both of the 3-pointers in this game for the Lady Raiders, and then 4 from Tristan Lindsay. That's it. That's all the scoring for the Lady Raiders as a team in this one. It was an 18-9 game after the first quarter. It was 10-9 in that first quarter. A game of runs at the right times for Franklin Simpson, more often than not spurred by defense. And I would guess that's exactly what we're going to hear from the head coach of the Lady Cats, Ashley Taylor, who is set to join us here in just a moment. Lady Cats winners tonight, 67-33. As I'm going to give you Brian Davis' seat, and if Davis says anything about it, then I'll let you take that up with him, because I think he would handle you taking it better than me giving it to him. But, Coach, I heard some mumblings that there were some certain words said at halftime about what you would like to see from your team defensively, and I saw that smile on your face when Warren East got that 1 point on the board in the third quarter. But how about a 22-0 run to start that frame?
Yeah, I thought we just kind of came out here lackadaisical, a little layoff from last night, a little bit.
It's been too many games that we have to say that in the first half.
Yeah, man, getting here a little late. We were, our bus was a little late, kind of threw us off. It just, I didn't like the vibe of the first half. I thought, and then they came out in that box and won, and we were a little discombobbled in them. We let it frustrate. What I don't like is defense is the one thing that travels.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell my team. If we're going to be low scoring and we're not going to score, we're not going to have the pop in scoring, then they better not be scoring either. And I just thought that we just kind of let offense affect our defense.
Well, I heard you say that to Chloe one time that she was coming to the bench. Don't let your missed layups affect what you do on defense.
Yeah.
What was it in that third quarter that allowed you guys to have so much success? Was it just all of a sudden, hey, guys, go jump in the passing lanes and deflect some passes? Was there a particular change, or was it more of, guys, the opportunities are there, just go take them?
You want me to be honest?
I always want you to be honest.
Well, when your words are falling flat and you need their attention, I put the number 15 on the board.
Those were the rumors that I heard.
And if they scored more than 15, we were going to run tomorrow. So if we thought we had a little bit of tired legs today, we were going to run for it tomorrow. And they just needed that little bit of extra motivation to it. And you can see they came out, they responded, they started having fun with it, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
And that's what I talked to them about. Then that's what I thought Mila Rigsby in the first half had that. I just thought she was kind of the only one.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I said, man, great senior leadership. I thought she carried us in that first half. It might not have been her scoring and all that stuff. I don't even know if she scored.
She had 6 in the first quarter.
She did, man. And I just thought that she was the one that said, man, no, this is how we play. And so I was really proud of her.
Your team almost got to that 15-point mark, gave up 13 points in that fourth quarter, so it got a little bit dicey. But the one who was leading so much of that charge was Tiff Harrigan. And this is another one like AP where I've been kind of waiting to give out a player of the game in this spot. Now, I'm going to have to do an IOU on the medal. We're out, so I got to go get some more to get her one, to give her. Hopefully she can live with that.
Should be
but
all right.
She is the one that sparked it. I don't have an official steal counter. She finished with 5 or 6, and every time she was able to run out and score in transition. We can talk a lot about what she does on offense, but when she plays defense like that third quarter version of Tiff Harrigan, without fouling it, she did it all with 3 fouls and eventually picked up her 4th foul.
Yep.
When she defends like that, this is a dangerous defensive team.
Definitely, and this is what I told them. You got to use these games. These games are not about these games. They're really not. These games are about getting us ready for the district, getting us ready for the region. These are what we got one more regular season game about. So I just refuse to let us get in bad habits or lackadaisical, even when we can win that game, even when we think we can beat that team. We got to be us. We play a certain way. And that's what I thought the difference in the first and second half was.
I do want to go back to Mila for just a moment, just because at halftime, I'd already kind of made up in my mind that she was going to be the player of the game, so this is kind of like, it's almost like a half and half. Like, I wish I could split it. If you want to take pictures of both of them and split it, I won't be mad. We can figure out what to do with it anyways.
I'll take it together
We can get an extra medal if we need to.
That's okay. I'll take you a picture for you together.
But there have been multiple times this season, and we've seen it now back-to-back nights, where in that Bowling Green game, she steps up. She's only made 9 threes all year, fires one up and hits it when it's a one-point game and nobody wants to score the basketball.
Huge three, man. And they got to our role players of what we call them. We got a big three. Everybody knows it's no secret at this time of the year. We got a big three. But our role players, man, have worked so hard on whatever you need from me, I will do for my team. And I thought last night she stepped up, hit that huge three. And it was a huge moment in it. You know, I thought it was kind of when Bowling Green was taking that momentum back, kind of put us back up 4, you know, things like that. It was a huge moment for it. And so that senior, we're a senior-led team. We're an older team that has been part of this program a long time. And so their leadership in it makes me really proud.
Got one more left in the regular season. The last time that will be in the Franklin Simpson Gym this year. You did us all a favor. You gave us a few more games to enjoy at home this year.
I think we had like 9 or 10.
That's a lot
better than
usually
7.
we get like 5. Yeah, you stepped it up this year.
7.
All right. So for everybody,
and we lost 1, so that wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I mean, I might have written down how long the winning streak was coming into this year. I won't mention that because now we're not on it anymore. So we're building a new winning streak. That's what it's all about. So for everybody that's watching us on Channel 9, give the pitch to come out and support these girls at home. I know we've already technically had senior night, but that last game on that home floor is special for those 6 seniors.
It's the last time they'll play on Franklin Simpson floor, man. And these girls have poured their heart, sweat, and tears into this program and our community. They're such great student athletes, man. Like, they're so much bigger than just this game. I hope that our fans really come out. I know it's a Thursday, so not a normal Friday night. It is a Thursday night, so I'm excited. Come out and support them.
I could be wrong, but I've got a feeling they'll show up.
I hope so. We have a good community.
Appreciate you taking the time to join us. We'll see you Thursday. That's head coach Ashley Taylor joining us on our post-game show here at Franklin Simpson High School. And one of the 2 girls that she's been tasked with taking a picture of, one Mila Rigsby, who I was just talking to coach about. And, you know, I was kind of, you know, I never want to get into rotations or like yell over to Ashley like, hey, give her an extra minute or 2. 6 points in that first quarter. You came out on a tear when this team really needed that energy. What is it about you and the way that you carry yourself? Because I mentioned it to Coach last night against Bowling Green. Things falling apart. It's down to a 1-point game. You come out, you hit a big 3. What is about you in those moments when you can sense your team needs something that you can step in and be that something?
Yeah, I just try to come off the bench and be an energy piece for my team, especially in moments like last night at Bowling Green. But I don't really think too much about it. I just come out and play as hard as I can.
Coach, she told us about what happened at halftime. How a certain number was put up on the board, and if that number was reached by a certain Warren East team that you guys would be running. I know that you guys, that was a little bit of motivation, but a 22-0 run, I mean, that's something special, huh?
Yeah, when Coach says we have to run, like, she's not joking. Like, we don't want to run out.
I mean, should she just start the game by putting like a 30 on the board and then just throw that every night?
I think that would help us, honestly.
You've been around long enough to know it.
Yeah.
So for you guys tonight, it's weird first half. I want to go through that third quarter and not just gloss over. I mean, a 22-0 run is ridiculous. From your perspective, what was it that allowed you guys to have such success in turning that defense into offense and really ramping up the pressure and disrupting anything that they tried to do?
I think that when we practice, we talk about defense a lot, especially going into the region tournament. So to practice it now, being prepared for the region, I think that defense is what's going to help us a lot. So I think that we really showed how to play defense, and we can play defense on a high level. So I thought that was really good.
You got one more game left on your home floor, which feels weird to say, and I talked about it with Coach. I know you get your senior night.
Yeah.
And that's put early, you know, in case of cancellations. And, you know, it's a celebration and it's an emotional night. Mm-hmm. But that last actual game at home, I got to imagine, I know I'm planting the seeds a little bit early for it, but especially for you and the different journeys that all of these seniors had, you're one that's been here from the jump. I got to imagine there's a lot that goes into that game Thursday.
Yeah, I really try not to think about it until after the game, like, so no emotions go into the game.
Well, we can just wipe it off, pretend I didn't ask you right now.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I know it's going to be very emotional, but I'm excited to play. I'm excited to go into the district and region tournament, and I think we can prove a lot of people wrong going into the region and district. But last games, I don't know. Like, I just have no words.
Well, I know that it's special to play on Cardwell Court one more time, but the goal is to get back to Diddle Arena again and make some magic happen. Mila, appreciate you taking the time. Congratulations on the win. Great game tonight, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you for having me.
That's senior Mila Rigsby joining us as part of our post-game show. One of our 2 Pelican Snowballs players of the game tonight. Glad that we were able to have that discussion with Coach Taylor and figure that thing up. Lady Cats winners tonight, 67-33, moving to 18-7 overall on the season, and Warren East falling to 11-14 on the year. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to transition over to the boys' game, the second half of our doubleheader. Can the Wildcats make it a sweep here at Warren East tonight? We're going to find out about 12 minutes out from starting lineups being announced, about 15 minutes out from tip here from Warren East. So we're going to step away and start to get you set for this one. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on 92.3 WFKN.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. If there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Here at Warren East High School as we get our second pregame show of the night underway for the boys matchup between the Warren East Raiders and your Franklin Simpson Wildcats. I'm Tyler Eaton, happy to have you join us as we navigate through some difficulties across the board. If you're just now joining us on the radio side, we've had some technical difficulties back at the station after having some here inside the arena with some connection issues. We've been good to go on the Franklin Simpson Channel 9 side for most of the night on that stream, and that's where we're pulling our audio right now on the radio side as well. Lady Cats winners in the first game of the night, 67-33. As for The Wildcats coming in at 7-13 on the season, 2-4 in District 13 play. Warren East just 1-23 on the year. The lone win over Fort Campbell. The defense, the main issue for the Raiders. We talked about this during the halftime show of our girls game. These two teams have already met once this season, a game that was played at Franklin Simpson High School. The Wildcats scoring a season-high 77 points in that win, but those 77 actually in the bottom half if you single out all the scores for Warren East and what they've allowed this year. Those 77 actually in the bottom half for a team that is giving up over 80 points per game defensively. They've allowed at least 80 in over half their games, 13 of 24, and a big chunk of that is because of how they play stylistically, not their style on defense. I don't think typically a defensive style is just giving up points, but it's what they do offensively. They take 30 three-pointers per game. Now, they're top 30 in the state in three-pointers made, but from a percentage standpoint, they're at around 27%, which is 4 percentage points worse than a Franklin Simpson team that takes less than half of the three-pointers per game that these Warren East Raiders do. In fact, 57% of their total field goal attempts this year have come from beyond the three-point arc. 22 of their 44 in the first matchup between these two teams came from outside. Just like the Franklin Simpson girls, the Raiders on the boys' side built around 3 key players. They've got 3 players that score in double figures, with the rest below 5 points per game. 6'2" sophomore Mayan Reynolds paces them with 13 points and 7 rebounds per game on the season. He, Cooper Doyle, and Luke Barron combined to score 46 of their 54 points against Franklin Simpson in the first matchup between these two teams. Those are the 3 averaging double figures. Barron is their most prolific shooter from outside. He's made 44 or 45 three-pointers so far this season and led the Raiders with 24 points with 3 triples at Franklin Simpson High School. All 3 of those players are also sophomores, which highlights the biggest thing for these Raiders. They are extremely young. They've only got 1 junior, 1 senior. 11 of their 14 players on the roster are listed as sophomores. Franklin Simpson, meanwhile, coming off a second close loss at the hands of Logan County. The second time this year they've led the Cougars at halftime, the first time falling in double overtime on homecoming. This latest time ultimately falling 65-54 at the hands of the undefeated regular season district champs. The Wildcats falling to 3-6 in true road games this season. That was the 11th time this year they've given up at least 60 points. The Wildcats are just 1-10 in those games so far this year. Perhaps more notably, they fell to 7-9 on the year when scoring at least 50, which obviously isn't as bad of a mark, but it's more notable because the Wildcats, the last 4 years coming into the season, had gone 55-25, plus 30 in the win column when scoring at least 50 points. They're 7-9 this year. That speaks far more to the defense than it does the offense. The same team went 11-6 this year when they scored at least 50 points. On the offensive end, the Wildcats did shoot 42% from the floor, despite just 2 players shooting over 50%, those being Cole Scherer. He was 6 for 8 with 12 points, and Brody McAllister going 5 for 8 with 10 points in this one. I was getting some players' numbers written down because there are some jersey changes and different players that are going to be potentially playing in this one for the Wildcats, who are extremely limited. Several players unavailable after what happened at the end of the Logan County game. Going to try to keep that as brief as possible because it's not what anybody likes to see when it comes to high school athletics, but there was a scuffle with about 20 seconds left to go in that game. Players from both teams involved with it. They waved the game off with 20 seconds left to go. I said it at the time. I'll reiterate it now. A fantastic decision by the officials to call it where it was and prevent any further damage. But because of that, most notably tonight, the Wildcats will be without normal starting guard senior Jameer Brooks, and they're without who would become a key rotational piece, J.C. Roby, as well in this one against the Raiders. Brooks had a great game for Franklin Simpson, bouncing back from a string of single-digit performances with 11 points, but he and Ja'Kai Partinger both scored in double figures despite shooting a combined 10 for 30 from the floor and 1 for 12 from three-point range. Logan County, meanwhile, made 4 triples. They go 15 for 24 at the free throw line. The Wildcats just 1 for 15 as a team from 3 and 5 for 14 at the stripe. That's a 19-point swing to Logan County in a game that the Cougars won by 11 points. The good news, as we mentioned, the Wildcats scored a season-high 77 points when these two teams faced off last, shot a season-best 50% in that game as well, scored at least 20 points in 3 of 4 quarters, and we're out to a 46-24 lead at halftime in that one under 14th-year head coach Dee Spencer, who picked up win number 200 for his career last week at Franklin Simpson. 11 different Wildcats scored in that game for FS. We'll see if 11 different players play tonight in terms of what's available for FS in this one. It's going to be an interesting one to see the Wildcats manage. The second to last regular season game of the year. We're set to get it underway in just a few minutes. We'll take one final break before we get to the starting lineups and tip-off from Warren East High School. We're back in a minute and a half here on 92.3 WFKN.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Good, how are you? Starting lineups about to be announced here at Warren East High School, so let's meet them as well. First for the Raiders, 1-23 on the season under fifth-year head coach Kyle Benj. He's 4-4 for his career against Franklin Simpson and coached the 2023 15th District champions. They go 4 guards, 1 forwards. We've mentioned 3 of the players already. 5'10 sophomore Cooper Doyle, number 2, averaging 11.8 points per game. 6' sophomore, number 12, Luke Barron, averaging 12.6 per game, and their leading scorer, Mayan Reynolds, a 6'2 sophomore, averaging a team-high 12.7 points and 7.1 rebounds. He is the lone forward in this lineup, surrounded by Dekean Austin, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 2 points, 2 rebounds per game on the season, and Braden Lightfoot, a 5'11 senior, averaging 4.8 points and 5.5 rebounds. That's the second most on the Raiders roster. Meanwhile, for Franklin Simpson, a slightly modified starting lineup with no Jameer Brooks tonight. Caden Breward into the starting lineup, the 6'3 junior getting the start, averaging 2.6 points and 2.7 rebounds. The rest of the starters as they have been. 6'2 senior Ja'Kai Partinger, the Wildcats' leading scorer at 15 per game. 6' junior Brody McAllister coming off a 10-point performance against Logan County. He averages 11.5. Number 24, Cole Scherer, a 6'2 senior, averaging 10.8. He's been in double figures in 7 straight games. And then the X factor for Franklin Simpson lately, 6'3 sophomore, number 34, Donovan Dudley had averaged 10 points per game his last 3 games before scoring just 3 at Logan County last Friday night. He's averaging 3.4 points and 2.7 rebounds per game, shooting it at 50% from the floor. The Wildcats under 14th-year head coach Dee Spencer with 200 wins at Franklin Simpson under his belt. Ja'Kai Partinger will go for the tip for Franklin Simpson. Mayan Reynolds contesting it. Wildcats averaging 57 points per game, giving up 60. Warren East are scoring 55, allowing 81 per game on the year. The Raiders win the tip, and they have the first possession as we get this one underway. They go straight to Reynolds, right side, flying through, misses it on the left side with reverse, and here come the Cats quickly. Portinger on the left wing, drives, stops at the elbow, then lost it off his own leg and out of bounds. Go back to Warren East, 19 seconds in, we're scoreless. Off the turnover from Portinger. Averaging 14.6 per game, leading the Wildcats with 29 made threes on the season, a 30% shooter from outside. Off a drive, this time Cooper Doyle loses it. And here comes McAllister into the front court. Brody cut off on the elbow, now sends it to Brewer. Off a screen from McAllister, floats it outside Scherer. Cole, elbow, kick to McAllister, drives left all the way to the rack, misses it with the right hand. Rebound tipped and it's collected on the far side by Warren East, but the layup is waved off on a travel for Austin. It was a nice find from from Lightfoot to hit Austin. So we're still scoreless a minute in. McAllister pulls from the free throw line, missed it long, tries to chase down his own rebound on the floor, but Warren East up with it with Lightfoot. He tries a pass, it's deflected by Dudley, and the Wildcats have it back. McAllister fakes at the left elbow, now sends it out to Scherer. Right elbow, Jay swishes home. Hearing that the radio broadcast is done for the night, so we're with you just the rest of the way here on Channel 9. Glad to have you join us as the Wildcats lead at 2-0 off the basket by Scherer, who deflects a pass in transition, goes to stuff it with two hands, missed it, and then hung up on the rim and dipped it back in, but they're going to wave that off. Tony Luffin laughing on the bench for Franklin Simpson, as I think most of us are. But with 6:21 left to go in the first quarter, Wildcats lead at 2-0. Glad to have you with us tonight, wherever you're watching us from. Ball on the left wing to Barron. He tries one from the left block and gets it to go off the glass. Barron averaging 12.6 per game. Most of his shots from outside on the season, but slices in that time and ties us up at 2 apiece. Scherer gets it just inside the free throw line and hits again. Right side drive, giving it up at the last second is Doyle. Left side drive again from Barron. This time stops, leave it underneath. Reverse layup misses long for Reynolds. And here come the Wildcats the other way. Portinger right wing. Guarded by Austin, and they call him for a carry. Hesitated and got the palm underneath that basketball. Four to 2, Franklin Simpson leads it with 5:15 left to go in the first quarter. Barron spins off all the way to the rack. Foul down low, but before the foul, a travel called. Both officials were ready to make a call, but the travel sends it back to Franklin Simpson. McAllister brings it into the front court for the Wildcats. Now sends it on the right elbow to Dudley. Portinger, but instead it goes outside to Scherer on the elbow. Jakai trying to get at the top of the key, but the Wildcats can't get in the basketball. Scherer drive, stops right elbow, contested jumper. That one rattles long. McAllister's tip, somehow good, just rolled it off the tips of his fingers and got enough of it to send it through. And then Warren East turns it right back over to the Wildcats with 4:37 left to go in this opening quarter. Warner Combs will come in for the Raiders, a sophomore averaging 4.7 per game. He's made 35 threes and just one two-pointer this season. McAllister holds it at the top of the key, now sends it over to Brewer. Getting the start tonight for Jameer Brooks. Drive, stops inside the right elbow, got stuck midair between a shot and a pass and left it short. And now here comes Warren East until they throw it away. Here come the Cats. McAllister forcing the issue. All the way to the rack, missed it long, and his second straight tip in. That time got his own miss, and the Cats lead it 8-2 with 4:08 left to go in this opening quarter. Timeout taken by the Raiders. It's just a 30. We'll keep it here, and we'll still give Tanner Clark a shout out for Clark CPA and Advisory Group. This first quarter brought to you by Tanner and Clark CPA and Advisory Group. Former FS Wildcat Tanner Clark and his team bring you the best in accounting and tax services, as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin, or to call 270-586-9899. Find out more at clarkcpagroup.net. Just another time where we're so thankful to have these Franklin Simpson Channel 9 broadcasts. The 33rd year of games being filmed on Channel 9, 10th year of the live streams. As we get back underway, 8-2 is the Franklin Simpson lead with 4:05 left to go in the first quarter. 4 points apiece from Brody McAllister and Cole Scher. Left side, Combs has it for East. Now they work it into the right corner. Off the dribble, Reynolds, pass up top, deflected by McAllister. Reynolds will save it, though, just short of half court. Guarded by Scherer. Right corner, Austin. Brewer guarding him. Now it goes up top. They'll reset with 3:43 left to go in the quarter. Off a screen, Reynolds lost his dribble. Partinger had it, then Reynolds knocked it away off his leg, and it goes out of bounds underneath the Franklin Simpson basket to the Wildcats. Luke Barron will come back in for the Raiders as Austin checks out. 3:36 on the clock in this first quarter. McAllister trying to inbound, but throws it away, trying to get it to Scherer, and it's picked up by Lightfoot. He sends it into the right corner. Catch and shoot three for Combs, misses long, and rebounded by Brewer. Cats have numbers, leaves it for McAllister. Brody now has 6. He and Scherer with all 10 for FS, and they lead it by 8 with 3:15 left to go in the first quarter. Ball on the left side in the hands of Cooper Doyle. Used the between the legs dribble to get around Partinger, but one's into trouble, then a blocking foul called down low. Cats had defended that well. But they get the foul against Partinger late, as Michael Denning will come in for the first time for FS, the 5'8 sophomore, averaging 2 points per game on the season. McAllister picks off a pass left side, lost control, rolls it to himself, recovers, and Brody in transition again is up to 8 already. Left side three-pointer on the way, misses long again for Combs, and Scherer quickly with a rebound. Leaves it off for McAllister. He's got a full head of steam again. Brody fakes, spins, up and under, and banks it in. McAllister's got 10 in the first quarter. 14-2 FS, 2.5 minutes left to go in the first. Right side three from Barron, misses long. All of them have been off the back iron for East. Dudley with a rebound. Off to Partinger. Kai into the front court, gets a screen from Dudley, fades away from 12. That one short, rebound tipped. Dudley up with it for the Cats. Donovan puts it on the floor, barrels through, and his jumper good from 5 feet out. 16-2. Franklin Simpson now leads. Partinger picks Doyle's pocket at half court, but they get him for a reach. We saw a 22-0 run from the Lady Cats in the third quarter of our first game. Franklin Simpson right now on a 14-0 run after this game was tied up at 2, with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Inbound comes in to Doyle, now sends it off into the left corner for a triple. That one swished home off the hand of Braden Lightfoot. His 11th triple of the season. And that breaks up the 14-0 FS run and makes it 16-5 with 1:35 left to go in the first. Left side first touch for Hooper Stout, making his 18th appearance of the season. Wraps to the top of the key, gives it to Demetrius Lofton in for the third time this year. Some New names getting more run with some key players out as Scherer, one of the key players in, buries one from 8 feet, and the Cats lead at 18-5. They scored over 20 the first 2 quarters against Warren East in the first matchup between these two teams. Off a drive up top, Doyle sends it out left corner. Clean look for 3. It's missed long. The Raiders are getting wide open looks from outside, but just can't convert. Scherer in the right corner, and a minute left to go in the quarter. All the way to the rim, make it 20-5. Franklin Simpson, Scherer, and McAllister with 18 of the 20. Doyle into the front court, now wraps back beyond the 3-point arc and resets with Brewer guarding him with 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Luke Barron now drives against Brewer. Now sends it over on the left wing into the hands of Jontavius Atkins, averaging 1.6 points per game. And they go back up top to Doyle as he runs this clock down inside of 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Doyle guarded by Brewer. 18 seconds left now. It seems like the Raiders are going to milk this down. They've got 2 guys set up at the top of the key for some screen action. Down 15, they're going to hold this for 1. Doyle lost his dribble, gets it back, drives right, kicks it out into the corner. 3-pointer faked. Barron all the way to the rim. Reverse layup good just before the horn. Barron finishes the quarter with 4, but the Wildcats use a 14-0 run to take a 20-7 edge into the second frame behind 10 points from Brody McAllister and 8 from Cole Scherer. We're back in 1 minute here on Franklin Simpson, Channel 9.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Back with you here at Warren East High School. The Wildcats leading at 20-7 as we enter the second quarter. Franklin Simpson ball to get the quarter started. Scherer gets a pass mid-air, floats it to Brewer, who can't finish on the opposite block. Then a tie-up after the miss will send it to Warren East. 10 points for McAllister, 8 for Scherer, 2 for Donovan Dudley. The scoring for FS in this one. No 3-pointers so far for the Wildcats, but they haven't needed them. It's been all inside and most of it from transition. Left wing 3-pointer fired up. That one misses long off the hand of Reynolds, and here come the Cats with Michael Denning. Stops on the baseline, outside Brewer. Back to Denning on the left wing. Drives, fires across the lane, and banks it in from 12 feet. (22-7) now the score, 7:10 left to go in the second quarter. Right side drive from Reynolds. Nice finish around the body of Brewer. First bucket for Mayan Reynolds, averaging 12.7 per game. And it's 22-9. Stout set up, dribble up top, now sends it over to Denning. Into the corner, Lofton. Jabs to Denning. Again, no Jameer Brooks or J.C. Roby tonight for Franklin Simpson if you're just now joining us. Denning on the baseline, sends it outside. Left corner. For a moment, Stout, but they reset up top with Denning. Denning, Brewer, Stout, Lofton, and Scherer, the 5 on the floor for FS. This is the first time this year we've seen this 5 out there together. Stout gets it on the elbow, leaves it for Scherer, wraps around, and Cole is into double figures for an 8th straight game now with 10. 6:05 left to go before halftime. Crossover from Barron, gets to the rack, misses long, rebound deflected out, and it'll stay with Warren East off the tip with 5:58 left to go before halftime. Doyle has it off the inbound on the right wing, now sends it back into the corner to Reynolds. Guarded by Dudley as he is Brody McAllister checked in. Pass up top, picked off by Stout in transition all the way to the rim. Layup good for Hooper Stout. He's up to 13 points on the season, making his 18th appearance. Ball deflected up top. This time it's McAllister. Brody up to 12 points, and Warren East has to take a timeout. It's a full. We'll step away as well. 5:27 left to go before halftime. It's all Franklin Simpson, 28-9. We're back in 1 minute on Franklin Simpson, Channel 9.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
5:27 left to go before halftime. 28-9, Franklin Simpson leading Warren East here at Warren East High. Right corner three out of the timeout, misses long for Vance Robinson in for the first time for the Raiders. And lost out of bounds back to Franklin Simpson with 5:18 left to go in the second. McAllister up to 12 to lead the Wildcats. Scherer has 10. McAllister has it now on the right wing, goes up top to Stout, then gets it right back. Down low, Dudley, perfect find, and Donovan misses it long. Tips it to himself, though, in the second try. Good. 30-9 now, Franklin Simpson with 4:50 left before halftime. Left side drive, picking up his dribble is Barron, sends it outside, three-pointer faked by Doyle. Gets around Stout off the dribble, scoops underneath Brewer, who lands awkwardly on the ankle. Foul called. We'll make sure Caden is okay holding that left ankle. It'll be 2 free throws for Cooper Doyle, the first of the game for either team. Doyle, a team best 77% free throw shooter. The Raiders take 14 per game, went 12 for 19 in the first matchup between these two teams. A win for the Wildcats in which they put up a season-high 77 points. They scored 20 points in the first quarter of this one, as Doyle takes care of business at the line and hits both to make it 32-11 with 4:35 left to go before halftime. McAllister over on the left side to Denning. Now goes to Brody. He fires a three. It's short. Rebound battled for and won by Austin for Warren East. Then McAllister up with another steal. Brody, have a night. 14 points for Brody McAllister. His 15th time in double figures this season. Make it 22 for his Wildcat career. Left side drive. Lightfoot kicks it out at the last moment. Three-pointer way off the mark that time, but it's kept alive by Combs. And they reset with Doyle up top. Under 4 minutes left to go now before halftime. Doyle on the right wing, guarded by McAllister. Coach Spencer wanted to travel, didn't get it. Instead it goes to Lightfoot in the right corner. McAllister switches on. Lightfoot drives, spins, and this time the walk called before he can make the pass. (32-11), 3:35 left in the second quarter for Warren East. Cats looking to get back on track in their second to last regular season game of the year before the girls and boys host Glasgow on Thursday. Dudley, nice spin down low, can't convert, gets his own miss, and for a second time gets the putback to go. And again, Coach Spencer with the same phrase, why can't you do that the first time? Now 34-11 FS. Doyle stuck on the elbow. Into the right corner it goes to Austin, now back outside. Doyle drives, spins, stuck, sends it out on the left wing, and now they reset up top. Outside Combs, quick trigger three. That one swishes home. First three of the night for Warner Combs, given 36 on the season to go with his 1 2-pointer. Averaging nearly 5 points per game with a smooth-looking shot. Don't know who would have taught him that. His father Brandon, the AD here at Warren East. Down low. Yep, misses for Denning, and here comes Warren East the other way, trailing at 34-14 with 2.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Tie up on a drive, sends it right back to Franklin Simpson. Mayan Reynolds will come back in for the Raiders. Their leading scorer on the season, just 2 points so far tonight. They also bring back in Vance Robinson. Or excuse me, that's James Metter checking in for the first time, the sophomore forward, averaging about a point and rebound per game. As McAllister floats it to Sherritt, the free throw line. Turns, misses, rebound deflected. Dudley chased it down on the baseline for the Cats. Tries to spin through, lost it, but it ends up with McAllister. His layup no good. Ball still loose. Finally out of it is Franklin Simpson with Stout, and Coach Spencer yelling for a timeout. He'll get it, just a 30, so we'll stay here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in this first half. Dudley has been extremely active on the boards tonight, taking advantage of really at some points being the only forward on the floor between both teams. There are a couple players listed above 6 foot on the roster for Warren East. If you've been around high school basketball rosters, you know what a player being listed at 6'2" means. It means they're 6 foot tall, maybe 5'11". But Dudley at 6'3", he said for football he's listed around 280, 290. He is the tallest player on the floor, the heaviest player on the floor, and Warren East has had trouble figuring out anything to do with him. 6 points so far, 4 of the 14 in the quarter for Franklin Simpson, who are led by 14 for McAllister and 10 for Cole Scherer. Scherer gets the inbound off a lob, floats it up from 8 feet and hits. Give him 12 now. 36-14 FS. Clean look for 3 for Warren East. Misses off the front side of the rim for Barron. Deflected out, but unable to control it is Combs. And it's Warren East basketball. Better was trying to get it into Combs, but he couldn't tip it to him. And the Wildcats bring it the other way. McAllister fires left side to Denning. Now down low, Dudley again looks to go to work. No look pass into the right corner. McAllister lost it on the way up. And then the Raiders just throw it away on the far sideline. Coach Spencer thought Brody was fouled. No call, but the basketball gods give it back immediately anyway, with 1:35 left to go before halftime. McAllister drives into the teeth of the defense. Nobody picks him up, and this time they call the foul as he's grabbed going up with a jumper. So Brody will take the first 2 free throws of the game for the Wildcats. 36 points on the board. All of them from 2-pointers so far. And Brody changes that with the first of these 2 free throws. He's got 15 points. His career high 20. He's done that twice. Once against Leslie County and once against Todd County. First matchup. Coming off a 10-point performance against Logan County. Second free throw misses long. Tried to chase down his miss, but it's pulled down by Metter for Warren East. 37-14 Franklin Simpson leads, 1:22 left before halftime. Ball goes into the left corner. Clean look for three again for Combs. It's every part of the rim and bounces out. Then pulled down by Dudley. Here come the Cats the other way. They work it down low, and Scherer again drops it in for two. He's got 6 in the quarter, 14 for the game. 39-14 FS. See a comment on our Channel 9 stream. Tough season for the Raiders, but respect the players for continuing to work. Absolutely. They have, if nothing else, played extremely hard in this game tonight as well, as we get a foul called down low off the miss. It's going to be against Franklin Simpson, not on the shot, but away from the ball, going for the rebound. They get it on Donovan Dudley. Cohen Scott will come in for the first time for the Raiders, averaging 1.2 points per game. And they'll inbound it underneath with Doyle. Comes into the right corner, Reynolds. Now outside, they reset, then get it right back to Barron, but he travels off the catch in the right corner. The other thing with this Warren East team, and I mentioned it during our pregame show, they've got 2 upperclassmen total, a junior and a senior, and then of their 14 players on the roster, 11 of them sophomores. And they'll look back at this season in a couple of years, and there's no telling what this team has evolved into with all 3 of their leading scorers averaging over 12 points per game, sophomores. Under 30 seconds left to go now in the first half as McAllister dribbles it out deep on the right wing. 22 seconds left as Dudley sets a screen. McAllister separates again in half court. Dudley will come up to set another. Brody takes it going right. 15 seconds left. Coach Spencer directing traffic. Now a double team comes. Sends it over to Denning with 10 on the clock. Into the corner, Scherer. 9, 8 to McAllister. 7, 6. Brody drives. 4, 3. Scoop shot, no. Rebounded by Warren East. And that will bring the opening half to a close. The Wildcats hold Warren East to 7 points apiece in the first quarter and second quarter. At halftime, Franklin Simpson with a commanding 39-14 lead here at Warren East High School. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll get you all the stats from this first half of the boys matchup. Take a quick glance back at the girls game and get you set for the week ahead for Franklin Simpson as we get set to wrap up regular season play and dive headfirst into the 13th District Tournament next week. Again, your score at the break, 39-14, Franklin Simpson leading it. We're going to step away for 3 minutes and then come back and get you those first half stats after this on Franklin Simpson, Channel 9.
It's halftime on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service. and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Back with you here at Warren East High School as we get you the numbers at the break. Franklin Simpson leading it 39-14 on the road. The boys matchup between these two teams. The Lady Cats winning 67-33 to get the night started. The Wildcats with a 39-14 edge as Franklin Simpson looks to finish off this road doubleheader victory. Tyler Eaton, happy to have you with us here on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. As you're looking on at the stream now, Tim McAllister sitting to my right gave me perhaps the stat that defines this first half. 16 turnovers so far for the Warren East Raiders. Just 14 points on the board. They score 7 apiece in the first and second quarters, led by 4 from Luke Barron, 3 apiece from Braden Lightfoot and Warner Combs, who hit the 2 3-pointers for a Warren East team that's making 8 per game on the season, but it's taking 30 attempts to get there. They went 6 for 22 in the first matchup between these two teams. 2 points apiece for Connor Doyle and Mayan Reynolds. Those two on the season both averaging around 12 points per game. Doyle with the only 2 free throws so far for the Raiders. Franklin Simpson, they've only taken 2 as well, one made by Brody McAllister, and it's Brody and Cole Scherer who have dominated this game from the jump. They had 18 combined in the first quarter. They've got 29 now combined at halftime. 15 for Brody, 14 for Cole Scherer, 6 from Donovan Dudley, 2 apiece from Michael Denning, and Hooper Stout rounds out the scoring for Franklin Simpson. 0 points from Ja'Kai Pardinger, who has scored in double figures in 19 of 20 games coming into tonight. The lone exception, a 9-point performance against South Warren. Scoreless at the half, but it has not mattered with the contributions that the Wildcats have gotten elsewhere, and that's with no Jameer Brooks or J.C. Roby available tonight. Jameer averaging 9 points per game on the season. J.C., 17 appearances, 14 points scored, but it really become more of a key part of this rotation as the year had gone on. 25-point lead at the break for the Wildcats. Lady Cats win 67-33 in our opening game of the night. Our co-Pelican Snowballs of Franklin players of the game. Tiffany Harrigan with 19 points to lead the way for the Lady Cats. And then Mila Rigsby, the senior, with 6 all in the first quarter. As Coach Taylor said, the energy was down. They needed somebody to step up. It was Mila. Those two take home our player of the game honors. It's going to be a fun race to see who brings it home for the Wildcats down the stretch in this one, with Scherer and McAllister going back and forth. They might have to be in a co-player of the game situation as well. Just one more set of regular season games left after tonight. The Wildcats and Lady Cats playing host to Glasgow Thursday night at Franklin Simpson High School. The girls game will start at 6 o'clock. The boys game to follow at 7:30. We'll have both of them for you here on Franklin Simpson Channel 9, and being back at home, hoping to be back with you on 92.3 WFKN as well. Having some issues back at the station, couldn't quite get them resolved here tonight. But with that being said, certainly glad, as we mentioned a few times, to be able to bring these to you on our stream. But still one more game to wrap up before we get to that home finale. 39-14, the Wildcats leading it at the halftime break over Warren East High School. Franklin Simpson looking to move to 5-4 under Coach Spencer, head-to-head against Kyle Benge in his 5th season with the Raiders, for his career spanning all the coaches that have been here at Warren East. And when I say all, it's really just Kyle Benge and then a longtime Head coach Brandon Combs for the Raiders, now the athletic director. Coach Spencer looking to move to 12-8 in this series overall. 39-14, Wildcats lead it at the break. We're back in 2.5 minutes with the second half of action here on Franklin Simpson, Channel 9.
Split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Getting the second half underway here at Warren East High School. Raiders with possession first, trailing Franklin Simpson 39-14. They go right to the top of the key for a triple. That one off the mark from Barron, but recovered by the Raiders, and they'll have a second chance. Lightfoot tries one from the right corner, misses short, but another offensive rebound, this time by Reynolds. Gives it up, then gets it right back. He'll try a triple. Reynolds misses short. McAllister charges in to get the rebound himself and give the Wildcats their first possession of the second half, leading 39-14. Brody maneuvers through the lane, flips one up, and scores his first bucket of the second half. McAllister now with 17. He's 3 off of tying his career high that he's hit twice this year. Doyle deep on the right wing against Partinger. Now sends it over on the left side, off a drive. Barron, kick out. Doyle now right wing into the hands of Lightfoot. Up top, Reynolds all the way to the rack. Contested left-handed layup, good over 2 defenders for Mayan Reynolds. He's now got 4. Pass right side deflected out of bounds. So it'll stay with Franklin Simpson. 6:52 left early in the third quarter. Cats leading 41-16. Down low, Dudley wide open. Warren East, I mentioned this earlier, just has nobody to guard Donovan. He's now got 8 points. And it's 43-16 FS. Nice drive and a kick out that time from Barron. Now he gets it right back on the right wing. With Lightfoot up top. Left side, Doyle tees off for 3. Misses long over Dudley, who chases down the rebound as well. Breward found from behind by Lightfoot. It's that same starting 5 in the second half as it was in the first. Ja'Kai Partinger, Brody McAllister, Cole Scherer, Donovan Dudley, and Caden Breward in for Jameer Brooks tonight. 43-16 FS with 6:20 left to go in the third. Dudley holds it up top. Partinger trying to get open. Instead, Donovan just backs his way down. Leaves it at the last moment for Scherer, who scores it with the foul. What a find from Dudley. I don't even know how he saw Cole down there. Cole now with 16. It can tie McAllister for the game high of 17 with the free throw. And he swishes it home. Cole, the best free throw shooter on this Franklin Simpson team at 72%. Brody at 71%. They passed that baton back and forth this year. Lightfoot fires up a contested three. Off the heel, no. Rebounded underneath, though, and the putback good for Reynolds. He's got all four in the second half for Warren East, and the Raiders will take a timeout. We'll step away as well. With 5:59 left in the third quarter, 46-18. Franklin Simpson leading it here at Warren East on Franklin Simpson, Channel 9.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Back underway out of a full timeout from Warren East. Under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Franklin Simpson leading 46-18 over the Raiders. Cole Scherer has it on the left elbow. He's double teamed now. Releases and gives it off to McAllister up top. Brody down low, Dudley. Drives through again, fades. That one falls off. Rebounded though by Scherer. Cole's put back good off the Dudley miss. And the Wildcats lead it 48-18 with 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Brewer gets it off the miss. Here comes McAllister the other way, leaves it off for Dudley. This time he gets it. Dudley into double figures now with 10. Scherer with 19 has tied his career high as it's lost down low, and Brewer up with it for FS. Caden drives, bump, foul called with 4:54 left. 50-18 FS, 4:54 left in this third quarter. Scherer gets it again, fires and hits again. Cole with a new career high. He's got 21. 52-18, and the three-point response comes from Vance Robinson to stave off that running clock when the margin hits 35. So it's 52-21 with 4:35 left to go in the third. First triple for Robinson. Third of the game for the Raiders. Right corner, Breward. Now sends it over to Scherer. Tries to go with a no-look pass to Dudley, but it's hot and over his head. Here comes Reynolds the other way. Nice crossover to get around McAllister and finishes on the block. Reynolds has 6 in the quarter, 8 for the game. 52-23 now. 4:10 left in the third. McAllister floats it over to Partinger. Still scoreless. Jabs, fires, rattles off. Dudley with a rebound. Dudley with a putback. Donovan Dudley has tied his career high with 12 points. 54-23, 3:50 left in the third. Reynolds, deep right wing, tries to go in the corner, but it's stolen by Scherer. Here comes Partinger, flushes it home softly for his first 2 points of the game. That was the very definition of two hands for safety. 56-23 FS. Kick out left side, Combs for three. Short, and Kai tries to get the rebound, but Combs takes it away. Now Reynolds has it. Combs wants it right back. Now goes up top, and it's stolen by Scherer. He's going to have a chance in transition. Scherer has it blocked from behind by Lightfoot, and then it hits Cole's chest while his foot is on the baseline, and it's out of bounds to the Raiders. Coach Spencer wants a foul. They say it was a clean block. Thankfully, our Channel 9 feed is delayed on my end, so I can get another look at it here in a moment. Reynolds drives in from the left side all the way to the rack. And a travel called before the layup try with 3:04 left to go in the quarter. Tough to tell if it was a clean play or if there was any contact there from Lightfoot. If there wasn't much. But regardless, 56-23 FS, under 3 minutes left to go. A bucket would force the running clock here. Denning in for the Cats, holding it on the left wing. Goes to Scherer on the baseline. Cole kicks it out. Brody for three. Got it! He's tied his career high with 20 points. And the clock will run the rest of the way. 59-23 FS. Cats already with 20 here in the third quarter. Down low, wide open layup converted by James Metter for his first basket. 59-25 now the score. McAllister walks at front court. Left side, Partinger fakes the three, now goes to Denning. He's wide open in the corner. That misses. McAllister charges in, tries to throw the rebound off the body of Reynolds, but they say he stepped out of bounds. (59-25) FS with a 24-point lead under 2 minutes left to go. Right side, it's in the hands of Metter. Now he kicks it out to Combs. They pass it back and forth. Now it goes back out to Jamar Anderson. Into the right corner, clean look for Combs. That one rattles off far side. Or excuse me, that one was missed by Robinson. It was Combs with the rebound. And then they work it down low to Metter for his second basket of the quarter. 59-27 now the score. 1:25 left to go. Partinger drives in from the right wing, seals off underneath, fouled, count it, and one for Ja'Kai Partinger, who I think there just decided he wanted a basket and went and got it. First foul on Atkins with 1:13 now frozen on the clock because of the foul. Partinger with 4 in the quarter, make it 5 as the free throw falls. And the Cats lead at 62-27. They've scored 23 in the third quarter. Right side drive, now it goes out into the corner. This three switched home by Robinson, his second of the quarter. Now 4 for the game for the Raiders. And it's 62-30, under a minute left to go in the third. Brody hands it off to Denning. Wraps to the elbow, now sends it outside to Easton Stout. Or excuse me, Hooper Stout. Down low, Partinger faces, jabs, drives. Ja'Kai fouled again. This time couldn't convert it, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So 2 free throws on the way for Kai. The first of these 2 short. He's a 66% shooter on the season. McAllister checks out. If he's done for the night, he'll finish tied with his career high of 20, as Cole Scherer has set a career high with 21. Partinger misses both free throws. And here come the Raiders with 30 seconds left to work with in the third quarter. 62-30 is the FS lead. Partinger picks it away, leaves it for Scherer. Cole gets his dunk back. Scherer with 9 in the quarter, 23 for the game. 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Foul called on Cole as he tried to swoop in and block that shot from Jontavius Atkins, who will go to the line for a pair. Scoreless so far tonight. Makes the first of these 2 free throws to change that. Cole with the career high. Brody has tied his career high. And the Cats have scored 25 in the quarter. 64-32 now the score. Warren East have scored 16 in the quarter. Or excuse me, 18 now after scoring just 14 in the first half. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Scherer at the horn, almost hit it. But that will bring the quarter to a close. 25 points in the frame for the Wildcats. It's a running clock for the last 8 minutes. 64-32, Cats lead it. We're back in 1 minute on Franklin Simpson, Channel 9.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
(64-32) is the Franklin Simpson lead as we start the final quarter. Cats with a running clock the rest of the way, so they've got the bench out there with the exception of Caden Brewer and Donovan Dudley, who now has it on the block for FS. Dudley, double team, trying to find a way to shoot it, gets it out to Lofton at the last moment. Demetrius misses it off to the left side. Dudley with the rebound. He's tied up mid-air. Jump ball will be called. That sends it to Warren East with 7:30 left and ticking in this one. Donovan has tied his career high with 12. Brody McAllister has tied his career high with 20. Cole Scherer has a new career high of 23. And the Cats have a 64-32 lead. Left side, Atkins now sends it out to Robinson. That one blocked by Stout, who got out there to get a hand on it. And Dudley unable to keep it without fouling. As Brody McAllister will come in, hopefully to get one more and then call it a night. Inbound pass nearly picked off by Stout, but it's on the right wing right now with Robinson. Into the corner, Combs. Sends it cross court. Atkins will fire a three. That one's long and jumps up, and they say it hits the cable above the rim. And that'll send it to Franklin Simpson with 6.5 minutes left to go. McAllister will bring it into the front court. Drives straight to the rack and scores it. There's the new career high for Brody McAllister with 22. 66-32 is the FS lead. Pass deflected, Brody up with it, floats it ahead to Breward. He loses it, and Warren East has it back. And just like that, Braxton McAllister will get set to check in for Brody at this next dead ball, which we get with a jump ball. That sends it to FS. It's Breward that comes out. Braxton McAllister in for the third time this season. What a night it would be for Brody to get a career high and Braxton to get his first points. He signals Braxton up to set a screen at the top of the key. Brody sends it into the right corner. They want to get it to Braxton down low. He's sealed off. Now it goes back up top to Brody, who wants a screen from Braxton. Uses it going right. Brody stops, spins, kicks it outside to Stout. He'll fire a three. He'll hit a three! Hooper Stout has tied his career high with 5. Cats lead it by 37. Ball goes right corner. Combs with a quick trigger three. Perfect. Second three-pointer for Combs. And the Raiders will take a timeout with 4:55 left to go. 69-35. Franklin Simpson leads it. We'll stay here to go through some of the numbers from this one. Up to this point, 22 points for McAllister, 23 for Scherer. Those career highs as we've talked about. Dudley, if he stays in, it looks like he's going to come out. Believe he'll finish the night tied for his career high with 12 points. 5 points for Hooper Stout ties his career high. And the most remarkable, the Wildcats have done all this with just 5 from Ja'Kai Partinger. His season low, 9 points against South Warren coming into this game. Had been in double figures, 19 of 20 coming into tonight. but it's good when he's below that mark out of a lack of necessity, as the Wildcats put up 77, a season high against Warren East in the first matchup between these two teams back in December. They're up to 69 right now with 4:55 of a running clock left to go. Easton Lewis, number 20, in for the first time for the Wildcats. As is Arian McCormick, making his debut for the season, wearing number 5. He had it on the left wing, goes down low. Braxton McAllister misses short. Rebound fought for and won. Here comes McCormick for 3. That one's short. Cats get it back again. Fadeaway jumper on the way, all the way around and out. Misses for Easton. And here comes Warren East the other way, trailing at 69-35. Down low, layup misses. Rebound cleared off by Stout. Stout will operate out of the point. He and Denning, the two in the rotation in the game right now. Goes into the backcourt. Now Stout picks it up and sends it over on the right side to Easton Lewis. Cutoff goes down low. McAllister knocked away from behind. Good hands by Reynolds, but then it's taken back by McCormick. Leads it down low. Stout with a fake. Hooper Stout with a new career high of 7. Left side off a drive. Light foot all the way to the rim. Puts it in. He's got 5. And it's 71-37, under 4 minutes left to go. Stout right side off to Lewis for 3. Misses long. Rebound pulled down by Combs. Left side off the fake. Barron gets inside. A lot of contact with Denning. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws with 3:30 left in the game. Just 4 points so far for Barron, averaging 12.6 per game, and had 24 in the first matchup between these two teams. Denning checks out.
Franklin Simpson foul number 1, Michael Denning, his first, team second. Luke Barron at the line.
As Owen Lockley comes in for the Cats, making his 5th appearance of the season. And the first free throw falls through for Barron. Raiders now 5 for 5 at the line. Only 5 attempts for Franklin Simpson, on a night where they've only made 1 3-pointer as well. Second free throw misses, cleared by Braxton McAllister. And it'll be brought into the front court by Arian McCormick. Right side drive, Lewis inside, splits the D, missed it long. Regathered but unable to convert is Stout, and here comes Warren East, trailing it by 33. Ball goes out on the right side, catch and shoot 3 for Austin, misses long. Rebound saved in by Lockley. Good box out and a good save by Owen. 5'10" freshman. Had his season high with 6 in the first matchup. What a move. Jumper misses, though, off the mark for McCormick. And here comes Warren East. McCormick defending on the break. Hopping around and missing is Austin. Cats have numbers. McCormick holds it up on the wing. Fakes into the corner. Goes down low. Braxton McAllister can't convert. And it's tipped out, and Warren East will bring it the other way with 2.5 minutes left to go. Behind the back dribble from Reynolds. Goes out at the last moment. He thought that Barron was going to keep going into the corner, but he stayed on the wing, and it's out of bounds with 2:20 left in a 71-38 game, and Warren East is going to empty out their bench as well, as the Raiders will fall to 1-24 on the year. Franklin Simpson picking up win number 8 to move to 8-13. McCormick comes into the front court. McAllister comes to get it on the right wing. Lockley flashes down low. Nice find. Great spin. Can't convert. Got it back. Second try misses, and it's batted out. Raiders chase it down with 1:42 left to go. Deep 3 on the way from Cohen Scott. That's on top of the backboard and out of bounds. 1:30 left and ticking in this one. Cats trying to get some buckets for these reserves, but that So far, the lid on the rim has been sealed. McCormick gives it over to Lockley. Isolated on that wing, goes up top to Lewis. Steps behind, top of the key three off to the right side. And out of bounds back to Warren East as we tick towards a minute left in this one. Will be win number 201 at Franklin Simpson for 14th year head coach Dee Spencer. Anderson drives, he's fouled on the floor. He'll stay with the Raiders for a baseline inbound. 45 seconds now left in this one. Inbound comes in on the baseline. Clean look underneath. Dropped in for two by Jamar Anderson. 71-40. Nice drive. Left-handed finish. Good. There are the first points for Arian McCormick, who took it straight to the rack and dropped it in for a deuce in his debut as a Wildcat. 73-40, right side, block down low, but a foul called with 12 seconds left. Nobody can believe it. But it'll be two free throws for Vance Robinson with 12 seconds frozen on the clock, with the foul called against Hooper Stout. First free throw misses.
Well. You know what that means. Don't lie. Got a buck.
Second free throw does go, so the ball maybe only half wide there. Coach Spencer was trying to allude to my favorite prophet, Rasheed Wallace. But after that made free throw, the Wildcats will dribble this one out and bring this game to a humble close. 73-41 the final score here at Warren East High School. The Wildcats take it to move to 8-13 on the season. Warren East falling to 1-24. Quickly running through the numbers, Cole Scherer with a career-high 23, Brody McAllister with a career-high 22, 12 ties a career high for Donovan Dudley, and 7 a new career high for Hooper Stout. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up quickly here. Our student who's been with us the entire time for Franklin Simpson Channel 9 has done a great job bearing with us to keep us on for this broadcast with the only place that we've had it. We're going to allow her to get back home. We're going to allow Coach Spencer and the Wildcats to get back home, and we're going to come back with you hopefully with a normal night on Thursday night back at home for the final doubleheader of the season. Wildcats taking on Glasgow. Girls game at 6 o'clock with the boys to follow at 7:30. Appreciate you joining us for this one. I'm Tyler Eaton. Wildcats finish off the doubleheader sweep here on Franklin Simpson Channel 9.